Hey guys, welcome to Sarah's Jewelry Studio. So today we are going to be doing an unboxing of the bargain bead box. This is the June month for June 2020, and as you see, the envelope is different. So it was a little weird to go to the mailbox and see this color. Normally we're used to getting something like this color, which is still my finished jewelry, which I still have to do that video from last month. So yeah, so we got it in a white box, so it was very strange. And then, so I actually already recorded my unboxing last night, which is unusual. I don't normally do it that way, but I wanted to get through a couple of unboxings last night, and then I just didn't want to take the time to do the intros. So I'm doing the intros today, and then I'm going to release these tomorrow. And actually, I got a third box today in the mail. So I had two yesterday and a third one today. So I have to play a little bit of catch up and try to get things going here. Plus I still have my finished jewelry video to do, so I have a lot of things going on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle four boxes in 1 month, but we'll see. So things might not be able to be as timely coming out as I would like them to be, just because I just have too much going on at this point. So I might be getting rid of one of the boxes, and so far that's looking like it's going to be the dollar bead box. So we'll see about how that goes. So I did already do my unboxing, and it's already all sorted and ready to go. I haven't started on it yet, but we're gonna probably get started on this tonight after I do another unboxing. I think the cat is messing with my little background here, which is hiding all my mess, because like I said, I just haven't had enough time. Alright, so as you can see, I still have my Potomac beads box that just came in, my curated bead box that came in. So yeah, I got a lot going on. So anyway, we're just going to jump right into this unboxing, and then that is going to be that. Alright, so here we go on this bargain bead box unboxing for June of 2020. So the theme is Mystic 2. So it says multicolor mystic finishes combined with the deep warmth of antique copper tones in this month's colorful collection. Storing a textured Jasper pendant with a metallic iris finish plus agate, quartz, lava stone, and a host of sparkling crystals, this month is full of fascinating textures and dazzling shine. So I am actually really excited for this. So just looking through the bag here, you can see all this beautiful sparkly, shiny, pretty things in here, and I cannot wait to show you what everything is in here. So the first thing we have on this bargain bead box is, number one, is a 15-inch strand of 8mm electroplated lava stone beads in rainbow iris. So these are just really pretty. I love all the colors in this whole collection. They're really awesome. So you can see they're lava beads. Now with these lava beads, you can actually use them as essential oil diffusers and just put a couple of drops on them. I would imagine with the electroplating, it's still going to work the same way, because they do have all these little, you know, like nooks and crannies that the oil can fit into to diffuse it. It only lasts for like a day or two, depending on how many drops you put on each bead. But that is a fun way to have your scents with you, your different essential oil scents with you. Alright, so number two is 20 pieces, so that's 10 pairs of the copper finished brass earring hooks. So there's these, and these are nickel free. So you can see those. And everything, all the metals that they sent, they all coordinate very nicely. Number three is 1 meter of the steel Figaro jewelry chain. So the Figaro just means that it goes, you know, small link, big link, small link, big link, and it's just like that. That's what makes it a Figaro chain. So you can see all the colors in this, all the metals are all going to go together very nicely. Number four, so they actually sent 5 grams of mixed 4 to 10mm copper finished steel jump rings. So you got actually all different sizes here. So that's actually a really nice thing to have, because I know I don't always have, you know, everything exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to these, you know, not just silver or gold, you know, findings. So I'm actually really happy that they put a nice mix in here. Now, one thing I did notice is that there are 20 items in this. This is the first time I've ever seen a bargain bead box have 20 items. Normally it's been 17 or 18, but they actually included more findings. So I think that's a really nice change. Alright, so up next, number 5 is approximately a 100-piece strand of 4mm crystal bicone beads in the metallic rainbow iris. So very nice shine to that. Okay, number 6. I really love these. They're so pretty. They're 10 pieces of 18 by 11mm glass leaf pendants in blue iris. These leaves are just so pretty. I love the shape on them. Look how smooth they are. They actually have kind of like a little twist to them. I don't know if you can see that. It's not like flat, but they're mostly flat, but they just have a little bit of a twist to them just to give them a little bit of that, you know, three-dimensional look. I don't know if you can really see that. I just think they're really neat looking. I like those. They're like a smoky gray, but with kind of that, you know, iris, blue iris kind of rainbow coloring on there. Really pretty. Number 7 is 24 pieces of 4mm crystal cylinder beads in blue-green iris. So when they say cylinder beads, to me this just makes me think of like fire polish, like that type of shape. Sorry, trying to get them all in there. There we go. So that's just what it makes me think of when they say a cylinder bead. Alright, and then number 8 is 12 pieces of 8mm fancy swirl bead caps. And these are lead-free and cadmium-free, or those who watched the Catherine K channel before she unfortunately passed, she would always say cadmium. She cracked me up the way she always struggled to say it. She would just laugh at herself and be like, you know what I mean. So I don't think I ever heard her once say cadmium. I think she finally ended on calling them cadmium and just stuck with it. So, but those are really nice. So these are actually really deep bead caps. So the beads are gonna go in there pretty deep. Yeah, and those are a little big for it, but you'll see that they definitely dome over there. Alright, so next we have, where are we at? We're at number 9, and that is 12 pieces of 10mm frosted smooth crystal oval beads in a aqua blue iris. So you can see that, you know, one side is this kind of gold, coppery kind of color, and then the other side is this kind of blue color. If you flip it over, you can see that each one is just double-sided with those colors. So very pretty, nice shine to them. It's like almost like a matte kind of shine. They're not super shiny, but they're not matte either. So a matte shine is the best way I can describe it. Very pretty though. Alright, number 10. Now these are very unusual. And it says that there's 2 pieces of 25 by 22mm chandelier drops. And I actually got 4 pieces. So I don't know if it was supposed to be 2 sets, or if it was just a typo and it should have said 4, or if I get 2 extra. And usually I'm finding they don't send extra, they just make a typo and everybody gets, you know, 4. So maybe it was supposed to say 2 sets of chandelier drops. I'm not sure. But it says 2 pieces, and I clearly have 4 here. So these are one-sided. So they have like a little kind of triangle pyramid kind of shape on there that is, you know, 3D. It does stick up like that, like a spike. So very unusual pieces. I like them. I've never seen anything like these before. Got this really big hole on here. And then I'll show you another idea. You can see it has the 5 holes down here at the bottom, which is what makes it the chandelier. But I'll show you an idea that I had. I'm not sure that I'm going to do it, but I just saw the idea and thought I would share. Alright, so next up, number 11, is a 7.5-inch strand of 8 by 6 millimeter crystal rondelle beads in a frosted rainbow iris. So definitely staying very true to the theme here with this rainbow iris, blue iris, all these very cohesive colors. Number 12. Now I would say this is the most interesting piece of the whole box. So this is the approximately 45 millimeter electroplated textured Jasper pendant. So this is definitely, oh, I got the hole there. There's the hole right there. So it's definitely a very different piece. So you can see it's like, it says it was electroplated, but to me it kind of makes me think of like gold leafed. Of course, you know, it has all the extra colors on there. Mine has a gold line going straight down the middle, and then it's like a teal blue kind of color on the edge. So originally I was thinking, you know, maybe this might be a nice pendant to, you know, do like a beading around it with like sea beads. But bezel, that's the word I was looking for, a beaded bezel. But I actually really like the edge. I like this edge a lot, that coloring on there. So this side, you know, not so much, but I really like this side. To me, that's the best part of this whole pendant. And I don't like around the top here. You can see how it's like, it's almost like some of it's kind of chipped off, and then same with on this side. So I am probably going to do a wire wrap around the top for my bail. Or, you know, I'm going to see what I have. I don't think I have any glue-on bails that are this color. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, is some sort of a wire wrapping on that one. Alright, number 13. So these are the clasps that come in this box. And they are 3 sets. No, it says 3 sets. Again, I have 4 sets. 3 sets of 24 by 11 millimeter hook and eye clasps. So there's these, and then what the idea that I was telling you about with these is, so these actually come with these little pieces here that you can connect into, but, and what I wanted to show you was that these, they actually can go into either side of that hole, so depending on the look that you're going for, so it can go into the small hole or it can go into the larger hole. Oh, there you go. But what I can also do is, you could actually, if you want to do like a multi-strand coming off of here, and then, you know, if you reduce down to 1 somehow in your design, you could actually use this as a clasp that way and do an asymmetrical necklace. So that's just an idea that I had. I don't know for sure that I'll do that, but it is an idea that jumped out to me right away. So I thought that was cool. And then these you can even use as connectors if you didn't want to use them, you know, as the other end of the clasp. You just want to use, you know, like jump rings, but those jump rings are kind of thin, so yeah, I would imagine that's why they made sure they included these, but just as an option. So you could always use these for like earrings or just, you know, connectors within a piece. Don't be afraid to, you know, try out different things. Alright, so number 14 is 10 grams of 6.5 millimeter fancy bicone spacer beads. So there's these. So these are some wider spacer beads in this bicone. Normally when we get them, instead of sticking out on the ends, they're kind of rounded over, like more like a dome, whereas these really stick out pretty good. So they're much wider. And again, you can see it's all kind of the same color family, all these metal pieces. Alright, so number 15. Number 15 is 5 pieces, approximately 8 to 13 millimeter electroplated natural quartz crystal beads. So these are really cute. I'm glad they're not really long. So I already have some like purple kind of crystal beads like this, and I just have yet to use them in a piece, just because they're so big. So I'm glad that these are smaller. These are more, you know, my size, that I'm gonna have fun working with, because I haven't used anything like these in any of my pieces yet. So I'm looking forward to working with those. Actually, I'm looking forward to working with this whole box. Look at these colors. Alright, number 16, we have the last metal piece here. And this is a 32 by 37 millimeter chandelier focal. So there's that one. And this has the 3 holes here and then 1 hole up here. So you can, you know, hang something from in here that's going to hang down inside, and then you could have, you know, your jewelry connected to whatever, you know, from here and here. And then it also has a loop on the back like that, so you can hang it like that. So, but if you didn't want to use that, like I said, you could just use, you know, hang from either side onto here. So, just another option. There's the back of it there. All right, number 18. Oh, number 17. I was trying to skip 17. So number 17 is 40 pieces of 4mm corrugated spacer beads. So actually I have some just like these, but in silver. So it's fun to have something that I've worked with already before. So there's those. And then number 18, last set of beads, round beads anyway. So number 18, we have a 7.5-inch strand of 10mm crackle agate beads. They are dyed and heat treated, and they are in the color violet. So these are really pretty. I like all the different, you know, veining inside of the beads that you can see because they're dyed. It just really makes that stand out. And these are pretty, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're pretty evenly dyed. So, like, there's none that are, you know, too crazily. This one is, like, the only one that's, like, really darker, consistent. That's what I was looking for. They're all pretty consistently dyed about the same amount of purple. So, like, this one has a little bit of white, and this one has a little bit of white, and that one's a little bit dark. But for the most part, it's all pretty much the same kind of purple color palette. So there's that. 2 things left here. Number 19, we have 20 pieces of 6.5mm crystal fancy pyramid beads in light peach. So I've never seen this cut before. So they call it a pyramid bead. So it's not a bicone. You can see there's definitely extra facets in there. The shape is very different. So I've never seen that before. Definitely very sparkly because it is, you know, it does have a lot of faceting to it. But yeah, it's a very interesting shape. And it's in peach, so it definitely goes with all the colors. I'm just pointing out that it's not this electroplating color. Alright, and then last thing is something that is very necessary but not necessarily super exciting, is 5 grams of 35mm steel head pins, also in the antique copper finish. So these are, they feel nice and sturdy. As you can see, they're, you know, not super like hard to bend. You can see I can straighten this one out just with my hands here. So I did get a couple of bent ones in there, but really it's not that big of a deal. So there you go. And then you can see these are the kind that have like just the flattened over end piece. So it's not like centered round within the post. It's like squished off to one side. There you go. Now you can see that pretty good. So there you go. But hey, head pins are good. We always need head pins. Alright, so that was everything. That was the whole collection. Again, this was called Mystic 2. And don't forget, if you do some sort of awesome creations, to go ahead and share those on the Bargain Bead Box Facebook page, which is facebook.com/bargainbeadbox. Or you can email them, or you can post it on Instagram and tag them at Bargain Bead Box. And you could be entered into a $25 gift certificate to their sister site, Beadbox Bargains. So, if you are interested in signing up for this subscription, I do have a link in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. I hope you enjoyed everything that you saw here today. If you have any questions or comments, feedback, anything like that, please go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And I do try to make sure that I reply to every single comment. Sometimes I miss one or two, but I usually go back and check every so often. And if I miss you, then I will catch up to you at some point. Alright, and I'm just going to go ahead and load up my case here. So this is the fun part, if that's what we want to call it. So the way I unbox everything, I don't have my bags with numbers next to them anymore, so I just kind of have to go through and figure out which one is which. So I know the chain is number 3, earring hook 2, let's see, the leaves are 6. And doing it with this box really helps me out, really helps me stay focused, see what I have left. It's a great way to just be able to look at everything in one glance. Oh, you know what I just realized? There's 20 things in here and I only have 18 holes. I had this problem before. We're going to put my head pins in with this big guy. Because that can sit right on top. And then what was 19 was the pyramid beads. You know what? They can go right in here with that guy. There you go. Problem solved. Almost done. Those are barrel beads. Or cylinder beads, I think they call them cylinder beads. Beads around. Alright, so there we go. All boxed up and ready to start creating. Put that in there just like that, and we're ready to start creating.